Well, a very good evening to you on what is pretty close to an ideal evening for football. There is barely a cloud evident. The world and his wife have gone to great lengths to be here for a match of great consequence and massive interest in these parts. Barely a breath of wind, so the football has no excuses for not being at its very best. The teams I know are pumped for this. There are fantastic scenes in the stands. There is a great sense of drama here, a great sense of excitement and expectation. This is a distinctively southern European feeling stadium, a venue right on the banks of the river. A mouth-watering game this between two very high-quality sides, a treat for everybody here.
Yes, Peter, it's a shame it's only a friendly, but then again, that may help us see a more expressive attacking contest. And I'd be prepared to settle for a clash of lesser intensity in favour of lots of flair, skill and plenty of tricks and a few goals. I suspect I've probably overstretched my level of greed here.
And that gets things running. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Yeah, Marquinhos. He's one of the toughest and most competitive centre-backs in the business. He's the kind of player you can rely on to always be just where you need him, making a vital interception or just making like...
Massive leap! It's coming out! Big moment! Massive goal!
It's hardly a surprise, is it? That's what we're here for, a player with this wonderful knack of being able to show up and deliver at important times. Yet another example.
Mbappe was quick to move in. Keeper's handling wasn't great.
That's just great play, Peter. A textbook example for any wannabe footballers out there on positioning and movement.
Well, that has certainly made things interesting. Brahim Diaz. Hernandez. Madrid are already ahead, the perfect start.
Well, they've managed to get their noses in front early because they've been much quicker out of the stalls. They've set a high tempo and intensity and look as though they want...
Has a pop! It's there! Speed of thought, efficiency of movement and certainty of outcome.
That's just a great finish, but it's down to very clever movement. You can see this has been obviously worked on the training ground. He knew exactly where he wanted the ball and it all came good.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Dira. Brahim Diaz. A great ball! Oh, he's got that all wrong, and it's a penalty. Madrid presented with a golden opportunity here. Now, power or placement? And he's kept it out. That has drawn gasps of disbelief.
Oh, Peter, I'm not a great reader of body language, but I didn't like the way he walked up to that.
In he flies! He will be livid with himself.
Well, he did get himself into a good position, something for him to cling to.
Mondi. They're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. Vitolo. Oh, no, that's not the ball he wanted. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Hoists it forward. Madrid disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. Just brushed off the ball there. He's through. Chuck hits one! And in it goes! To the lead once more. His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Yeah, it looks simple, Peter, but it requires intelligent use of space and good understanding to pull it off.
Madrid go into the lead. It's a goal kick. Gioi. It's come loose. Could cross it here. Vitolo. Madrid are ahead here. It has been a good half for them. And here's Dembele. Dembele is flagged offside. Vinicius has a hit! Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Madrid with a chance here to increase their lead. He's shaping up to have a crack from here. Gioi! He's missed, but not by that far.
Good effort, very good effort. He would have at least wanted to make the keeper work, though.
Marquinhos. Needs a bit of penetration to go with all this possession. Dembele, he's had a shot! He has done it!
Well, this is just incredible. I mean, who would have seen this? Neither manager, I think. It's all happening.
That was easy, almost too easy.
Well, he made it obvious as to where the pass should be played, Peter, and it made the finish look that bit easier.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Oh, look, Peter, I was on the fence before the ball was kicked, and I still haven't moved.
And it's half-time here. Madrid playing their part in a real slugfest here. A glut of goals, and nothing to suggest much is going to change.
It's kind of a hard one to call, Peter, isn't it? I mean, from what we've seen so far, both sides have provided ample evidence that they can add more goals, and I'm sure their respective managers have reminded them that the next one will be pretty crucial. So it's going to be interesting to see how the teams come out for the next period.
Quite a half. More of the same, please. Score at the interval, 2-2. So we're already into the second period. Been levered clear, and it's hoisted clear. Brahim Diaz clips one through. Hernandez, Fabian Ruiz, Kadira, has a pop! Oh, shame, that was nicely worked.
That's a real shame, Peter, because it was beautifully worked. Took the defence out of the picture, but he'll be in no hurry to watch the replay.
Wigan are leaving men forward, threatening to break.
Well, if they're not putting the work in by getting back, they have to deliver with this tactic.
Fabian Ruiz. And here's Dembele, and the shot! And it's played forward. Brahim Diaz, that's a decent ball. Vinicius Junior, that has sent him sprawling. Well, the crowd clearly like what they just saw, some real no-nonsense. And the finish! They've done it! And again they hit the front. A momentary lapse exploited with glee. Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Gets away from his opponent, gets wrestled off the ball.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
Well, this isn't the time to talk about risks now, Jim, is it? They just have to hurl everything at it and hope for a break.
Well, there's no two ways about it. This is what they have to do.
Marquinhos. Wigan ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. Brahim Diaz gets it back. Well, no doubt someone is being given special treatment here.
Well, there's certainly a coordinated attempt to shut him down, which is, I suppose, a natural response.
Gioi. The ball's come loose and the chase is on.
This is good ball retention and it should be enough from here, but they want to double their advantage.
The referee has given a corner. So, time for changes on both sides, actually. Shoots! How about a shot? Well, that looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. And This is a great chance to get themselves back square. Quick glance at goal. He's had a go! And the lead stays intact, just.
That was extremely good focus from the keeper, and it could turn out to be quite a significant moment.
Tries to get it clear. The final 5 minutes. It is just a question of running down the clock now.
Well, it remains to be seen whether they can come up with that little bit of class to rescue this situation, and it needs to be any time now, really.
Bernardo Silva. Time added on will be 2 minutes. And here's Dembele. He's got options out wide. Battles to win it back. Ball's loose, who's getting there? And the referee brings it to a close. Madrid winners by the odd goal. It really could have gone either way, but a win is a win. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Madrid won thanks to a disciplined game plan. Homework provided the groundwork, and it exploited an obvious central weakness.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening. Well, good evening to you and welcome on this most perfect evening for a game of football. Conditions are absolutely splendid and the folk of this town have come out in their droves for this match. Why wouldn't they? It is an ideal circumstance for what could be an ideal game. Everybody has been attracted to it. It has been the talk of the town, and the buses have been packed, double-decker buses lining up outside. Coaches have carried thousands of away supporters here too, and all of it adds up to make a terrific, a crackling atmosphere. The match, I think, will be quite a spectacle. This one of the great amphitheatres. He's gone for it! They scored! And the game springs instantly to life. Well, that always looked the likely outcome.
Well, the penalty box usually is the place where you get least time on the ball, and yet they were able to exchange passes before an unchecked finish, and I mean, to be honest with you, that should open up an inquest.
So, a breakthrough already. He's made sure that that won't get through. Xavi. Surely! That's offside. Yes, it is. Bernardo Silva. Pass needed to be better than that, and he knows it. Xavi. Gets it back. And play for a throw. Tries to get it forward quickly. Boom. And a shot! It's broken loose. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Shots is coming thick and fast, it's another set piece. So who is the target now? He's having a look at what's available. Oh, it's hit the post! A real chance if he can get through. Rudiger goes looking. Defender's on the back foot. Now surely. Richarlison! They've scored! A two-goal cushion, and it's looking safe.
It's a keeper's nightmare, Peter. He just couldn't pick up on it until it was way too late, having so many bodies in front of him.
Tottenham grab a couple of goals without reply. It's 2-0.
Well, at 1-0 this contest was still nicely poised, but now that it's gone to 2, mindsets are affected a lot more. Winning belief one way and that losing feeling the other.
Mbappe. Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Valverde drives it forward. He's in, short, he's had a go! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
Well, it was just some wayward passing that let the opposition in then, and I have to say, a very lucky escape. You lose it there, you expect to be punished.
Well positioned to make that interception. Away from immediate danger. That's good progress he's made on the ball. Where to next? He's off on a marauding run. come loose. They've managed to get it away. Hoists it forward. Just brushed off the ball there. Mbappe. Forward it goes. Two minutes to be added on. A buccaneering run from the defender. Shapes to shoot! He's put through his own net! There's the whistle for half-time. As easy as 1-2-3. It really has been that straightforward. Halfway through the match, but very little to suggest that much will change over the second half.
Peter, do I really need to say anything, or can I simply refer you to the scoreline?
Tottenham 3 goals to the good after a really excellent first half that's been intriguing to watch. Plenty of highlights to show you during the break. Here we go again then. No changes at the interval from either side. Oh, surely! Oh, he's got a crucial block in there. Danger averted for now. Valverde. And that has been clubbed away. Defending of the desperate variety. Towering header! It's in! It could be a lifeline! 2 more needed! Oh, lovely header, but really it was all about the delivery.
Yeah, I just thought he wanted that more than anyone else on the pitch, and it was fully deserved. He gave it everything he had.
So is this the start of a comeback?
We can assume that they've been instructed by the boss to stay in attack.
They're just looking to break, aren't they?
Yeah, the key now is just to get the ball to them as soon as possible.
And he's Xavi! Tries to get it clear.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Great strength, too strong for his opponent.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
Xavi. Rudiger gets into the right position to intercept. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Done very well to intervene. Xavi. Battles to win it back. Valverde has created 1 goal already. Vinicius Junior. It's a brilliant interception. Good take, and he's had a look. Bernardo Silva. It's a loose ball. Mbappe. He wasn't very far from making something happen by himself. Lovely to see. And it's played forward. Oh, good interception. Bernardo Silva. It's got through and he's cut it out. Played towards the front men. That was one quality pass away from being a very decent chance. Looked very promising.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
Hoists it forward. And he's surging through. It's a very good battle there, terrific to watch. Mbappe. Well, that's surely a foul, free kick. So, time for changes on both sides, actually. Maddison. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Brahim Diaz. Mbappe just brushed off the ball there. Madrid have a free kick. Looks to clip it forward. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. And he just whacks it away. Maddison knocks it away. He gets past his man. And time is up. And there goes the whistle. Tottenham claim victory here, and on balance they were worth it. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Well, it was engaging, if not an edge of your seat mechanical, and importantly, it offered the right result.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you. Well, a very warm welcome to you on this most pleasantly clear evening. Conditions absolutely beautiful. Perfect for the beautiful game. Temperatures are kind as well. No doubt playing a hand in high attendance levels as well as an elevated level of anticipation here. Surely this is the hot ticket going around in this neck of the woods. It surely must be. It is quite a scene here in the Monumental, just as you would expect it. Well, this is the perfect game for all parties, not least the neutrals who've just come to enjoy it.
Well, on the face of it, Peter, we would appear to have...
Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Referee rightly gives him offside. It's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. Bentancur. Memphis Depay. Here's Depay. It's anyone's ball. Well read, he sorted that out. Forward it goes. Bentancur. He's got through. There's no flag. Beautifully done. And help's available out wide. Tries to get it clear. Hoists it forward. And here's the chance to counter. Uruguay have a free kick. Jimenez. Tried to play it through.
Yeah, I mean, I think he did well to spot the run. He just didn't get enough behind it. It happens.
It's come through. He's had a shot. Caceres gets it away. Uruguay still without an attempt on target. Away from immediate danger. And they've got it back as soon as they gave it away. Jimenez gets rid without sophistication. Here's Depay. Ball's loose, who's getting there? And here's Depay. Oh, he's in! Shot a goal! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
The Netherlands really putting a few chances together here. Taking one can only add to such good momentum now.
It's one! Oh, that was no routine save.
Oh, that's a sparkling save. Absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra sharp.
Goal is that? Big deflection. That's one for the dubious goals panel. Uruguay draw first blood here.
Still a fragile lead though. They can't afford to sit on this.
Gets into a dangerous position. Tries to get it forward quickly. Muslera can hoist it clear. Well played, he saw that coming, and it's played forward. Tries to get it forward quickly. And it's Memphis Depay. Ball through needs to be good here. Muslera will lay claim to that. He spotted the run and played him through. Defending was strong and firm. That is going to be the final action of the first half. So there you have it, a close fought half of football, but still had its moments, and ultimately produced just one goal. A more than decent game up to now.
I'm sure they'll be very happy with the first half performance and the scoreline. They'll definitely want to maintain their momentum now and finish the job.
Uruguay go in at half-time with a slender one-goal lead. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. Uruguay carrying a one-goal lead. Done very well to intervene. Memphis Depay. Great leap! He scores! They have hauled themselves right back into it. What a super header, dispatched beautifully.
Yeah, I just thought he wanted that more than anyone else on the pitch, and it was fully deserved. He gave it everything he had.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Yeah, it's a very good contest with two very good sides, and with such great individual talent on show, it could go either way.
Well, they could break here. Caceres plays it forward. No, he's not played the ball, that's a foul. Van Dijk looks to dink one in. And a shot! And the ball's come out! And they've been caught out here. Hoists it forward, cuts it out. And back to base. Gets it upfield. Forward it goes. Chance to shoot. Played in with accuracy.
The Netherlands have made their intentions clear by leaving men up front.
Looking to play on the break.
Yeah, it's obvious that they're prepared to take a risk or two.
Can't get the better of his opposite number. And here's Depay. Danger averted for now.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
And he heaves it forward.
Look, this can still go either way.
Whistle's gone, that's a foul. time for changes on both sides, actually. Good ball, it has a goal! He scored! And again they hit the front. Really outwitted one-on-one. Once more, he gets the better of the keeper.
Well, how's that for composure, Peter? You can see the keeper tried to put as much pressure on him by staying upright, but it didn't faze him, not in the slightest.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Oh, this is fully deserved for me because they've shown great heart and spirit. It's there to win from here, or dare I say, throw it away now. The Netherlands are definitely not going down without a scrap. Their attitude just can't be faulted.
It's just a question of running down the clock now.
Look, their supporters must be going barmy about this because there's no sense of purpose in what we're seeing.
Defending of the desperate variety. Tries to get it forward quickly. And he's going long. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Uruguay come out on top. Hard fought, impossible to predict. In the end, though, only the result mattered. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Look, this is a good win for me. They know they've got the organisation and the discipline, and that's what gave them the platform to go on and win this.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening. Well, a very good evening to you on what is pretty close to an ideal evening for football. There is barely a cloud evident. The world and his wife have gone to great lengths to be here for a match of great consequence and massive interest in these parts. Barely a breath of wind, so the football has no excuses for not being at its very best. The teams I know are pumped for this. They are fantastic scenes in the stands. There is a great sense of drama here, a great sense of excitement and expectation. One glance and you know where we are. It is one of the most recognisable arenas for the beautiful game in the world. And boy, does it add to the occasion. A mouth-watering game this between two very high-quality sides. A treat for everybody here.
Well, get ready for some high-grade football, Peter. Two strong teams, as you say, full of wonderful individual talent. And we have every right to anticipate some really entertaining football. As to whether we'll see a high-scoring contest...
Has a pop! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
It didn't quite come off on this occasion, but it only needs a gentle tweak.
More than happy to take the muscular approach. Attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Good effort, very good effort. He would have at least wanted to make the keeper work, though.
Doesn't get the pass he's looking for. Hoists it forward. Jimenez gets into the right position to intercept. Caceres. So it is still 0-0. Isak. Intervention was very necessary. Loses his balance and loses the ball. Gets wrestled off the ball. Deflection may or may not have made a difference. Little matter, it is his. Liverpool draw first blood here.
Well, just listen to the reaction. I think you can hear the approval from the support all around the stadium.
Just needed to be better than that, and he knows it. And Uruguay could counter here. He's had a go! Liverpool are ahead here. It has been a good half for them.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Here it is now, surely! Shoots! And the ball's it's come back out! It's in! And already they're looking to run away with it. Muslera reacted well to the initial effort, but couldn't get it right out of the danger area.
I doubt he'll score too many, which come easier than that, Peter, but just look at his movement. He knew instinctively that the keeper would struggle to hold on to it.
So that's two. And the half-time whistle goes. Good back on the first 45 minutes.
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first half success with another show of strength?
Liverpool sitting pretty here at half-time, 2-0 up. Well, the action has already resumed here. No reported change to either side during the break. It's a loose ball. Isak. Let down by a lack of accuracy. Defending was strong and firm. Valverde. Tries to get it forward quickly.
To stay in attack.
They're just looking to break, aren't they?
Yeah, the key now is just to get the ball to them as soon as possible. Liverpool clearly seem to have lost their passing accuracy, something they're obviously going to have to fix pretty quickly now.
Good idea, just poorly executed. Right through the middle. Goes for goal! He's still got it, needs help. Regardless of the outcome, it is good to see someone running at the defence like that.
Well, the further he went, the more attention he attracted. There was just way too much pressure for him to get the shot away.
And it's played forward. He gets past his man. And a header! And it's there! And the lead is 3! It is surely done! Great header, made it look easy.
Yeah, I just thought he wanted that more than anyone else on the pitch, and it was fully deserved. He gave it everything he had.
3 without reply. This is becoming a stroll. This could spell big chance! Oh, extraordinary.
Oh, no, that was a chance. What a chance.
We have got changes here, from both sides in fact. Alisson sends that a long way. Bentancur goes looking. And it's Jimenez. Can't get the better of his opposite number. He's gone for it! He's kicked it out just.
He trapped it expertly, Peter, and released it very differently.
Gets up to head it! He scores! A wonderful delivery, and all it needed was a touch.
Well, as contact goes, that was tremendous, and it helped him to direct it exactly where he wanted into that net. I think when it comes to the aerial department, this fella is definitely no slouch.
So is this the start of a comeback? Bentancur breaks on here. Done very well to intervene. Room for a shot. So that's it. It is all over. Liverpool claim victory here, and on balance they were worth it. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Liverpool really had a measure of control throughout and strengthened their grip on a victory as the game progressed.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening. Well, good evening to you and welcome on this most perfect evening for a game of football. Conditions are absolutely splendid and the folk of this town have come out in their droves for this match. Why wouldn't they? It is an ideal circumstance for what could be an ideal game. Everybody has been attracted to it. It has been the talk of the town and the buses have been packed, double-decker buses lining up outside. Coaches have carried thousands of away supporters here too, and all of it adds up to make a terrific, a crackling atmosphere. The match, I think, will be quite a spectacle. This one of the great amphitheatres of the game. You are welcome to it, and indeed to one of the grandest fixtures. A mouth-watering game this between two very high-quality sides. Shot at goal! It's a terrific save from the keeper.
Well, you can't ask for much more than that. A difficult moment he simply had to deal with.
Martinez can get it clear. Martinez with good energy in defence as well.
I think it's great to see that kind of application and desire from a forward who wants to help out his defence. I think, you know, any good team, really, your striker should be the first line of that defence, and he's delivering.
Argentina still without an attempt on target. Right through the middle. Heavy! It's off target and by quite a way.
OK, it's come to nothing, but it's a warning of further threat on the break.
Taliafico. That's been drilled forward. He's made sure that that won't get through. Forward it goes. The referee's awarded a free kick. And he just whacks it away. Now it's Messi. Martinez. Saka. And now they can launch a counter. Just brushed off the ball there. Chance to break. He acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there.
Yeah, I mean, I think he did well to spot the run. He just didn't get enough behind it. It happens.
Rice plays it forward. Heavy! They've scored!
Yeah, looking back at that, that's how you play on the counter. Quick and decisive and ruthless with the finish. I thought it was a stunning, stunning breakaway.
A 1-0 lead established.
Yeah, and they know there's plenty of work left in this one, Peter, before they can actually say that the job is over.
And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Tries to get it forward quickly. It's got through and looking for goal! A potential goal of the season contender, if only.
And that has to go down as a real opportunity missed. Everything was right until the
end. So it's going to be another corner. The ball's loose and he's after it. Saka could try cutting inside here. Defending of the desperate variety. Lo Celso, Martinez, good take and hits one! In it goes! Argentina are level. His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical. The half-time whistle goes. So, a very watchable game so far. Action at both ends and the team's level. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
That was a fantastic 45 minutes of football. I'm really hopeful of more of the same in this second half.
It's been a decent 45 minutes. Competitive, certainly, and a goal each. Well, we're already into the second period. Well positioned to make that interception. Martinez. He could have been in, just needed a better final ball.
Argentina just had to make the ball stick, but came up short.
Tagliafico drives it forward. Saka. Good clearance and very necessary. Rice. Saka. Pass needed to be better than that, and he knows it. Hoists it forward. Tagliafico.
We can assume that they've been instructed by the boss to stay in attack.
They're just looking to break, aren't they?
Yeah, the key now is just to get the ball to them as soon as possible.
Lo Celso is alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. Cuts it out. Martinez. And it's Messi. And it's played forward. Finds himself eased off the ball. Messi looks to get on the end of this. Paredes. Messi. Martinez. Keeper sends it forward. Forward it goes. Hoists it forward. Out to the left it goes. He's gone for it! Away from immediate danger. It's a loose ball. Dinks one in. Good challenge, he just stood firm.
Argentina showing a good level of intensity at this stage. They're calling on all their resources now.
Done very well to intervene.
Look, this can still go either way. It might be flowing one way, but there's still time for some ebb.
Looking to win it with time against them. Loose ball, who's going to get that?
Argentina merit full marks for their attitude and application in trying to win this.
Yeah, he's fouled him there. So, time for changes on both sides, actually. Hoists it high. Merino. Hervé. And he's there to cut it out. And he's there to hoof it away. And there goes the final whistle. Well, a game that had everything except a winner. Really watchable and honours even. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Yeah, this looked the most likely outcome, but we've had a good variety in this game, despite it being anticlimactic.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all. Well, a very, very warm welcome to you on what is, of course, a truly special day in this part of the world. It is Derby Day, a rivalry so deeply entrenched into the history of sport in this land. It divides opinions, it divides families, it divides just about anything that can be divided. The game itself lasts just 90 minutes, but its repercussions can be felt for months and years ahead. Has a goal! Goal! The breakthrough strike! What about that, Jim Beglin?
Yeah, I really can't say enough as to how good the final ball was. It took the defence out of the equation for that split moment, and the damage was all done.
Well, that has certainly made things interesting. Let's keep distance on it. Calhanoglu. Brought forward. What does he try from here? Pulisic.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
Shoots! Sticks it away!
Oh, listen, the writing was on the wall. It looked like this was going to happen, and it has.
Yeah, looking back at that, that's how you play on the counter. Quick and decisive and ruthless with the finish. I thought it was a stunning, stunning breakaway.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
And now the breakaway. Martinez. Oh, good take and a good... And the finish! It's a goal! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. Well, how's that for a class finish?
Ah, that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
No doubt as to who has the momentum here now. The only doubt is how many is coming.
He's made sure that that won't get through. Hoists it forward. Quick glance, hits one! No mistake!
Well, this is just incredible. I mean, who would have seen this? Neither manager, I think. It's all happening. Well, you know, thinking about that, I think they've perfected that on the training ground because it took them seconds to get the ball from back to front, and they really commit forward in numbers too. That was all very well drilled.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Yeah, it's always a dangerous time when you've just scored. You can easily lose focus and then bang, you're pegged back again.
Oh, no, that's not the ball he wanted. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Looking to force his way through. Calhanoglu. Acerbi tries to get it forward quickly. It's come through. Modric goes looking. Beautifully executed. And it's played forward. Mkhitaryan, whose goal-scoring skills have already been evident. Battles to win it back. Forward it goes. Pulisic. He's making good use of his strength there, just refuses to be out-muscled. And the half-time whistle goes. Milan playing their part in a real slugfest here, a glut of goals, and nothing to suggest much is going to change.
It's kind of a hard one to call, Peter, isn't it? I mean, from what we've seen so far, both sides have provided ample evidence that they can add more goals, and I'm sure their respective managers have reminded them that the next one will be pretty crucial. So it's going to be interesting to see how the teams come out for the next period.
Terrific half, 4 goals split evenly, beautifully set up for the second period to follow. We're promptly into the second 45 minutes. Mkhitaryan. That's surely a foul, free kick. Tries to get it clear. Struck first time. Oh, nearly. But nearly is nothing.
Well, he doesn't need a second invitation, even from that range.
He's gone out of play. Rabiot. Needed a better pass there. Well, there's no sign here of forwards working back. They are staying upfield.
They are, Peter, and it gives them a chance to break, but it's also causing an extra defensive presence to prevent that.
Doesn't get the pass he's looking for. Martinez. Chance to... Has a pop! Back of the net! And they're back in front. A pretty simple finish in the end. What do you think, Jim?
I just think it's clever positioning from clever movement, and when all of that is synchronised with the right pass, that's what happens.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Pulisic. It's on a plate. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
That was created because of good, lively movement, which pretty much dictated the pass.
Finds himself eased off the ball. Loses his balance and loses the ball.
Milan showing a little more urgency now, and to be honest, Peter, this is what's required.
No, this isn't the time to talk about risks now, Jim, is it? They just have to hurl everything at it and hope for a break.
Spot on, Peter.
Big chance! Well, that looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. And now as good a time as any to pull level. We have got changes here, from both sides in fact. Modric, he's had a go! Oh, the ball's come loose! Oh, good interception. Drives it towards the front. It's a fabulous position. Managed to get it away.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
Tries to get it forward quickly.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
And he's going long. Looks to drop one in. Probably be looking to play it square from here. There's not much doubt that this will be played into the penalty area. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Modric.
Well, they're supposed to be chasing a goal, and yet there's no urgency or sense of awareness. They've got to wake up.
Modric conceives a free kick for that. Hoists it high. Modric drives it forward. So that's it. It is all over. Milan have some soul-searching to do here. Having been in apparent control, they have allowed it to slip away. Well, how will we look back on that?
Yeah, and we know that derbies can often make predictions look silly. They can take on a personality of their own, and this one didn't really deserve to have a loser.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you. Good evening to you and welcome on this most perfect evening for a game of football. Conditions are absolutely splendid and the folk of this town have come out in their droves for this match. Why wouldn't they? It is an ideal circumstance for what could be an ideal game. Everybody has been attracted to it. It has been the talk of the town and the buses have been packed, double-decker buses lining up outside. Coaches have carried thousands of away supporters here too, and all of it adds up to make a terrific, a crackling atmosphere. The match, I think, will be quite a spectacle. These are truly impressive scenes from Glasgow. We are, of course, at the 60,000-seater Celtic Park, one of the most distinct special arenas on this part of the footballing landscape. Shapes to shoot! Hoists it forward, done very well to intervene. Tries a shot! Decent strike, kept it fizzing low.
I actually like to see that in shots at goal when there's a noticeable effort to get over the ball and keep it down.
Looks to bypass the midfield. And it's played forward. Tries to get it forward quickly. And that's been levered clear. They've got it back as soon as they gave it away. And it's Welbeck. Out to the right. Oh, that is lovely footwork. Oh, well, there's something you don't see every day. Out towards the flank. Forward it goes. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. And that certainly packed a punch. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Just brushed off the ball there. P.Tan. Ball's loose, who's getting there? Heavy! Welbeck desperately wants to get on the end of this. Chelsea get it back again. Tries to get it forward quickly. Now it's Welbeck. Ball swung in. Repelled by the keeper. And it's hoisted clear. Saka. Dinks one in. And back to base. Gets it upfield. Hoists it forward. And it's played forward. Forward it goes. Chance to break. Welbeck. It's come through. And he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Perhaps the final meaningful act of the first half. This is a great chance to take a lead. Welbeck! That had to be more accurate. Over it comes. Keeper sees it all the way. And that'll be the final action of the first half. So neither team has broken through, but certainly not for the want of trying. It's been an interesting game up to now, but still goalless. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, I think despite the scoreline, it's been watchable and enjoyable. We certainly had a vibrant start, and if we were going to see a goal, it should have come then. But the odds are favourable for this second half.
An engrossing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0. So we're already into the second period. A tight old game so far. Can that change now? And here's Welbeck, gets on the end of it, looking to get within range. Oh, he's been flattened there.
He couldn't even think of the consequences. It was instinctive and rock solid.
And it's Welbeck. Tries to get it forward quickly. Real chance! Oh, that's a terrific save from the...
There, and I think it's fair to add, he just wasn't expecting it.
Cleared away. And it's been taken straight back. Beautifully done. Goes for the cross. Danger averted for now.
Chelsea have made their intentions clear by leaving men up front.
Looking to play on the break.
Yeah, it's obvious that they're prepared to take a risk.
Face to face with the keeper. Chance! It's in! And that is the goal we've all been yearning for. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, I think two keepers would have had a hard time keeping that one out, never mind one. There was real venom in the strike and...
Hits one! Goal! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
The understanding between those two plays a big part in that, and releasing the run on side proved the key ingredient.
Chelsea grab the equaliser and we're all square.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to let...
Oh, no question, that's a foul. He's lifting it over. And that's been levered clear. And he heaves it forward.
He's tried one!
You wonder